Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Lady Day Rosetta May. Thank you so much for finding me. Today we are working on pinup makeup. Now today is going to be a different kind of pinup makeup simply because of the products that I'm going to use today. So my face is already clean. My eyebrows are done. Now let's get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So we are going to prep and prime the skin. Bam, right here. This is the Makeup Forever, if you can see that. Step 1 primer. I always put this primer into my T-zone simply because of this action right here. It is always really oily right here. So I always use this primer. And always, you guys, blend up. You don't want wrinkles. So pretty much this primer comes out really ashy, but you won't see it under your makeup. Okay? You won't see it, I promise. Okay? So after I apply this one, I also apply the One Heck of a Blot primer. I got this from Target. Bam, right here. This one is from Soap and Glory. And then I put this one on the rest of my face. So I was having a moment. Yes, I'm sorry. I really slow this sometimes when I do my makeup. But anyway, so now I'm going to conceal. I am using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW45. And I'm going to conceal around my eyes, okay? So I'm going to conceal around my eyes, like so. This is going to be pretty much a base for my eyeshadow. And it's always kind of nice to have like that extra support. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot of creasing under my eye. So it's always kind of helpful to have like that extra little layer. So once I put my makeup on, it's not as noticeable. Okay? So again, I just dabbed a little bit under my eye. And you just do the same thing to the other side. So I have concealed around my eyes, okay? So the next thing I do is I take a little bit of my Fit Me Matte Poreless powder. And I just set that around my eyes, okay? So after that, we are going on to do the eyes. So what I usually do, pinup makeup, you guys, is very, how do I say, not so much subdued, but it's a little more simple, okay? So I'm going to be using the Sephora Colorful shade in Tiramisu, and I'm going to be using my beautiful fluffy brush. It's a blending brush from e.l.f. I brought from Target, and I'm just going to go around and I'm going to carve out my crease because I don't have one, okay? I have hooded eyes, so it is difficult for me to get the right shape around my eyes when I do like shadow and things like that. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to go in window wiper motion. Like so. Can you see that? It's a pretty shade. So I'm going to go in window wiper motion. And I'm trying to go a little higher than where my crease naturally is. Okay? So we're kind of going for like a sultry eye look. Okay? And then you just go to the other side. Yes, so you just go to the other side. and you carve out that crease. If you need more shadow, go ahead, use more shadow, but I warn you, with Pinup makeup, you really don't want to use too much shadow. You just don't, because you still want to have that clean look, and most of the color is going to be on your cheeks and in your lips. So then after that, you're going to be using, bam, this beautiful shade. This is the colorful shade. This is kind of a watermelon shade from Sephora. They still carry this shade, I believe. And I'm just going to pack this onto my eyelid. And you don't want to you don't want to marry it too much to that brown color. You want everything to be as clean as possible. Because then, guess what? It ends up being a smoky eye, and you don't want smoky eye action. No smoky eye action. So now you see I have this strange little band-aid on my eye. It is one of those beautiful stencils from, I want to say, Best Beauty Blender. And it gives you an absolute perfect cat eye. I absolutely love these. And because it is difficult for me to get an amazing cat eye, I use one of these, what I like to call band-aids. And once it dries, all you do is you peel it off. You guys, look at that. You can't get any better than that. And then it has a matching one for the other eye. So since it didn't get the rest of my eye, like the other end, all I do is I just pretty much follow that beautiful shape that it gave me. So now I have a perfect cat eye. And then you just do the same thing to the other side. It's great. So I finished my eyes. Right now I am wearing the Demi 101 lashes from Ardell. As you can see, my liner is going. Everything is perfect. Now it's time to get that quintessential pinup face, okay? So what I love to use is right here. This is the Fit Me Matte Poreless foundation from Maybelline. It is amazing, one of the best foundations to me for oily skin on the market that is in the drugstore. Okay, so I take a damp beauty blender and I go in and I blend this all over my face. Now, a lot of people will probably fight me on that, okay, because they're thinking no, the pretty much the Infallible by L'Oreal is the best. The only reason why I won't say it's the best is because of the freaking color range, okay? That color range is so bad because they think that African Americans are only one shade, and we're not. We're not only one shade. And so for me, I feel like, yes, I am pretty much taking the water out of my beauty blender. I feel as though they don't pretty much do enough to work with this. You know, I'm like, we shouldn't have to go to a high-end foundation to find our color, you know, because the one high-end foundation I will say has like the best color range to me is Lancome and Estee Lauder. Lancome for sure has some of the best shades for darker skin tones that I've ever seen. Ever. Okay? So anyway, I go all over and I blend out the foundation. Now, pretty much a lot of people do different types of makeup when it comes to like vintage makeups for different time periods. Some people like to do like the 60s, so they'll have like the blue shadows and, you know, things like that, like things that are super bright and colorful. But for me, I'm kind of going the traditional route as far as pinup makeup is concerned. I always like the 50s and the 40s as far as makeup is concerned. So now my face is totally flawless with the foundation. Now we're gonna do highlight and contour, so stay tuned. So now my face is all drawn on. I have used this for so long. This is what I use to highlight and contour. Right here, the Sephora highlight and contour stick. This is in the color Deep. The entire name of it is the Sephora Highlight Low Light Face Contour Duo. So that's what I use, and so pretty much again going with my beauty blender, I am going up and I'm pretty much blending out first the highlighting. I always blend out my highlighting first because I don't want anything to get muddied along the way. I've already did the other side of my face. I always try and be as natural as possible. And then after I do that, I use my my Besame Cosmetics finishing powder, which you guys will see in a second. And then I just blend out that contour. Okay, can you guys see? So pretty much my face is really minimal, because back in the day they didn't really highlight and contour like we do, where your face is like slimmed down 10 pounds. It's not like that. So what I like to use to set my foundation and highlight and contour and all that jazz is right here is the Besame Brightening Vanilla Chai Powder. And so I use a little bit, and I put a little bit of that onto my beauty blender, and I pretty much press it into my skin. So if you can see how that looks, it looks a little oily, but watch the magic. So I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna cook with it. I'm just gonna press it into my skin, like so. You guys see that? How that pretty much, that oil dissipated from that area. It is such a pretty powder. It actually smells like vanilla. So, and then I go up the bridge of my nose with it, blending out, like so. Okay. And that is it for the highlighting contouring part of this show. So after that, you guys, I am going to be using some of my favorite Besame Cosmetics brand. They're some of my favorite things that they have, which is right here and right here. Wonderful. This is their Rouge. This is pretty much their blush, and it is a cream blush. And I use this on my finger so you guys can see, and this is how it looks on our skin tones, if you can see that. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade. And so I use it on my cheeks, and I blend it out completely. So if you guys can see that, you see that? There it is right there. So it's so pretty, and it blends in flawlessly. flawlessly. So you can build this. This is buildable, okay? But you have to be careful because you will end up looking a little oily. And if you feel like, oh my god, I put too much on, take some powder, you guys. Take some powder and just tone it down. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit after I finish this part of my face. Okay. Now, as you can see, there's a slight beauty mark right there on my face. So I like to take, again, the same thing that I use for my liner, which is the Maybelline Master Precise. And I just take it and I pretty much identify the culprit. And there it is. Okay, so my face is pretty much done. You're gonna get to the fun part, which is lips. So, final touches, you guys. We are doing lips. This is the Wild Orchid shade from Besame Cosmetics. I absolutely love this shade. It's so pretty. And we're gonna do a little something special with this lipstick. So pretty much you go in. I'm not using a lip liner. I'm pretty much using the pointy end of my lipstick to help me line my lip a little bit. You guys see that? That is such an amazing shade. I absolutely love it. So the special part that I'm going to do with my lipstick is use the Taraji P. Henson Viva Glam on top. I love this. This combination right here is just as pretty as kind of the original lipstick they have at MAC. But I thought to myself it would be so much prettier to put it on top of this absolutely gorgeous lipstick. That glitter in this lipstick, in this lip gloss is beautiful. So there you guys have it. That is a makeup look for you. So this one is my beautiful pinup makeup for our beautiful melanin skin tones, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to follow your girl, Lady Day Rosetta May, on Instagram. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day.